El siguiente programa es apto para todos, no contiene escenas de sexo ni de violencia. Los menores de edad deben estar acompañados de un adulto responsable.
Welcome back to my classes on the way to English. with teacher Juan Pablo. Today I'm very happy being with all of you, my students in this community. Today I have two participants. Would you please introduce yourself to the camera?
My name is Juan Pablo Figueroa. I am from Jardín. I am 12 years old. I am very happy on the way of English
Classes.
With teacher Juan Pablo. Yes. All right. Okay, would you please introduce to the camera, please?
Hi, my name is Andres Felipe Lopez. I'm 12 years old and I'm very happy in my lesson on my teacher Juan Pablo.
Oh, very good. So you're very happy in the classes today. Very good. It's a good day to learn English, Joaquin, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is, right. It's a good day to learn English, right?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Do you think English is easy or difficult?
It's a little difficult.
A little difficult. Tell me, do you think English is easy or difficult?
A little.
Okay, my people, recordemos, este es un nivel Let's Start. Es un inglés para las personas que están iniciándose en el aprendizaje del inglés, pero las clases son dadas todas en inglés. Toda clase debe ser dada en inglés, con ayudas en español. So, Let's Start es el nivel de iniciemos, empecemos. Okay, welcome to my classes again. Joaquin, we're going to talk something very important today about the school, right?
Yes.
Do you think your school is big or small?
It's big.
It's big. Oh, your school is big or small?
Big.
It's big. Oh, what's the name of your school?
Moises Thomas.
Oh, very good. Do you study here in Jardín?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What is the name of your school?
It's Maria Auxiliar.
Oh, good. You don't study here, do you?
No, I am studying on this.
Oh, excellent. You study in English. Good, very good. So, you go to Andes every day?
Yes.
Oh, you go to Andes every day. What time do you begin classes, Moises? Excuse me. What time do you begin classes, Felipe?
6:30.
Ah, 6:30. It's too early, right? So, what time do you have to get up every day?
And finish the school.
No, before going to the class, what time did you get up?
I get up 5:30.
Oh, 5:30, too early. Oh, so you go to Andes every day?
Yes.
Oh, yes I do.
Yes, I do.
What time do you go to Andes?
At 6 o'clock.
At 6:30. So you have classes in the morning?
Yes.
Ah, very good. Do you like classes in the morning or in the afternoon?
In the morning.
In the morning, it's good. Do you like classes in the morning or in the afternoon? Excuse me? In the morning. Tell me something about your schedule. What classes do you have on Monday?
On Monday I have PE, I have Spanish,
Good.
English, math, and chemistry.
Oh, chemistry. You have chemistry. So you already know some of the subjects. You say on Monday you have
English,
English,
Spanish,
Spanish,
ethics,
ethics. We have ethics here. Ethics. We don't have ethics. Ethics. Do you remember? Just say ethics. Ethics. Good. It's very important. Ethics. You put the tip of the tongue in your teeth. Ethics. Repeat. Ethics. Ethics. It's very important to pronounce this sound. Es muy importante pronunciar este sonido. Ethics. Repeat. Ethics. Because sometimes you confuse árbol con tres because of the pronunciation. You have to pronounce 3 and you pronounce 3. So it's very important to pronounce this sound, right? Like como una Z española, ethics. Oh, very good. Would you please tell me the classes you have about your schedule? Let's suppose, do you remember what classes do you have on Tuesday? Yes.
I have PE, English, Spanish, and science.
Excuse me?
And
Sciences. So you have, on Tuesday, you have
Spanish.
Spanish,
Yeah. PE.
P. What is P here? You have P here. P. Wait, PE. Good. In English, we say PE. We say PE when we are talking about physical education, right? Because it's too long to say physical education. So students say, estudiantes dicen PE, right? They don't have to say physical education. It's very long, don't you think so? It's very long. And continue. You have sciences and
Spanish.
oh, very good. So you study a lot, right? How many hours do you study per day, Joaquin?
6 hours.
6 hours. How many hours do you study every day? 6 hours. It's a long time, do you think? 6 hours. So you study in the morning and you study in the morning, right? Oh, very good. Joaquin, tell me, what's your favorite subject?
Is English.
English. Oh, excellent. Congratulations. English is your favorite subject. Very good. And tell me, English. Oh, also congratulations. Do you think English is important?
Yeah.
Okay, English is very important. I want to ask you some question about this picture, right? I have a picture here. But first of all, you have to know that in the whole system of education, right, we have elementary school, as I told you, we have elementary school, right? We have middle school, and we have high school. So elementary school is
First.
very good. First, second, third, very good. Remember, third, like ethics. Third, fourth, right? And, excuse me? Excuse me? Fifth. Because five is when you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you say fifth. Or no ordinal, right?
Yeah.
Fifth. This is fifth. So elementary school is, Joaquin, first grade.
Second grade, third, fourth, fifth.
Great, right? Very good. But also we have middle school. Could you tell me if you know what, Felipe, middle school, which grade we have in middle school?
6th grade,
So we have 6th grade,
7th grade,
7th grade,
and 8th grade.
8th grade. Very good. And then we have Joaquin. Excuse me, I have to write it here. Not much space in the board. So, Joaquin, could you please tell me the grades in high school?
And 9th grade.
9th grade,
Then
10th grade. Good.
11th grade and 12th.
Okay, very good. We have 11th and 12th grade, right? So, in the American system, you know, en el sistema americano, there is one more year, yes? Because in the high school, they study one more year, 12th grade, right? So, according to this, are you in elementary, middle, or high school, Joaquin?
In middle school.
You are in the middle school. And according to
I am
in the middle school, okay. So in this picture, the question is, are they in the middle school, elementary school, or are they in the high school? Elementary school, because they are children, right?
Yes.
So maybe they could be in the first or the second or third grade. According to this picture we have here, I'm going to show you another picture. Are they, Moises, elementary, secondary, or middle?
Elementary grade.
Elementary school, right? Because they are children, right? So I'm going to show you another picture in which we see other people here. In this school, we see some students, right? Are the students in middle school, high school, or in elementary school?
High school.
They are in high school because they are a little older, right? How old is a student in the high school? 16, 17 years old in the middle school, more or less. So this is at the middle school, right? So I am going to ask you some question about your behavior in the school. Sometimes, is the school difficult? Do you study difficult subjects or easy subjects, Moises? Joaquin? Are the subjects difficult or are the subjects difficult or easy?
Sometimes we're easy.
Sometimes. But do you study hard?
No.
Yes, I do. You study hard, estudia duro. Yes, I study hard. Because here we have activities. For example, do you study hard? What do you have hard? Study hard. Meaning that estudia bastante, right? Do you study hard? So, tell me, are you forgetful in your classes?
No.
You are not forgetful. You like to study in your classes, right? Are you polite in your classes?
Yes.
Yes. Do you make a lot of noise in your classes? Noise?
Yes.
No.
No, you don't make a lot of noise, right? But sometimes in the classes, a student in a class, the student can be noisy, right? Noisy student, a lot. So they are noisy. They are noisy. Son ruidosos. Or they are attentive. They are attentive. Son disciplinados, prestan atención, right, in their classes. So what I want you to do is you tell me about your school, specifically about your classroom. How many students are there in your classroom?
35.
35 students. How many students are there in your classroom?
38.
38 students. Are the students noisy or attentive? Are they noisy or attentive?
Some students are very neat.
Some students are noisy, and other students are attentive, right? Are the students noisy or attentive?
Noisy.
Noisy. How many boys are there in your classroom? How many boys?
50.
50 boys. How many girls?
20.
20 girls. How many boys are there in your classes?
It is 28.
And how many girls are there in your
13.
13? 13. So, in this, we have here, before going to our subject, I want to explain to you, before going to the subject, because today I'm going to explain to you parts of the school, the subjects, the activities. I'm going to explain to you some teaching terms. But antes de explicar esto, I'm going to ask you some questions, a very famous people or very famous cartoons. Everybody knows about the cartoons. So here we are in a school, right? So I wanted to ask you some questions. So we here have a famous school. Do you know what is the name of the school? Springfield Elementary School. Springfield Elementary School, right? And this Springfield Elementary School, you see, there are many students. And some of the students are Bart, Another student, we have Lisa, right? So, do you know which grade is Lisa?
In a second
grade.
Oh, good. Lisa is in a second grade. She is in the second grade, right? Very good. But who is Lisa? Lisa is in the second grade. So here we see Lisa. She's in the second grade, right? And now we have Bart. Do you know which grade Bart is?
Is 5th grade.
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade. Bart is in the 4th grade. So he is in the 4th grade, right? So normally, Lisa is a good or a bad student? Lisa is a good student. She's a good student, right? She's a good student. But Bart is a good or bad student? Bart is not a good student, but Bart is a bad student. Because Bart doesn't pay much attention in the classes, right? Bart is sometimes noisy in the classes. Bart plays, you see Bart? He just playing with his cell phone. Bart doesn't pay attention in the class as the activity we can have here to pay attention in the class. We don't have it here. So sometimes Bart is a student who we call underachiever. Bart is, I'm going to write it here, he is, you write, you take note please, you take note. Bart is an underachiever. I'm going to put it here, underachiever. Is an underachiever because he doesn't, most of the time, he doesn't do good in the school. He talks, he plays, he doesn't answer questions. We call it underachiever. Underachiever en inglés es un estudiante que no está al nivel de los otros, es un underachiever. Siempre pierde, repite. So, Bart is an underachiever. Repeat. Bart is an underachiever. Underachiever is that doesn't pay attention. He doesn't pass the test. He's an underachiever. But Lisa is not an underachiever. Lisa pay attention in the classes. I'm going to ask you some questions here. Do you know the name of one of the classmates, of Lisa's classmates?
No.
Well, for example, Lisa's classmate, we have Jenny Powell, is the darkest skin. Jenny Powell is the darkest skin, right? So how many classmates does Lisa have? How many classmates? You can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, more or less. In this class, there are more or less 20 students, right? So, do you know Lisa's, the name of Lisa's teacher? Lisa's teacher?
No.
Lisa's teacher is Elizabeth Hoover. Lisa's teacher is Miss Hoover. We have Miss Hoover. Miss Hoover is Lisa's teacher, right? Miss Hoover is Lisa's teacher, la profesora de Lisa. Do you see that Lisa is attentive in the class?
Yeah.
She's very attentive. Joaquin, is Lisa attentive in the class?
Yes.
Yes, she's very attentive. She pays attention in the class. Now let's go to Bart, right? You know the name of Bart's teacher? Bart's teacher is Erna Kravelno. I'm going to write Erna right here. I'm going to raise here. Miss Egnat. La señorita Egnat, okay? Egnat is the name of Bart's teacher. And Miss Hoover is the name of Lisa's teacher, right? Okay, how many students do you see here, more or less?
I see 22.
They're more or less the same. There are 22. So, do you know the name of anybody? Or do you know the name of some Bart's classmates?
Milhouse. Yes.
Okay, this is one. His name is Milhouse, the one with glasses, right? He's Milhouse. And there are some other classmates who are the same level of Bart. So, in this, do you think that what is peculiar in this class and what is peculiar in this class? Do you see any difference?
Yeah.
What do you see in this class and what do you see in this class?
And this in the bar class are very
Attentive. In Lisa's classes, they pay attention. We have the rows organization, right? And in this class, they are not that attentive. They use cell phones. They not pay attention to the teacher. In this class, they pay attention, right? So here, Lisa's classes, they pay attention, right? They pay attention. And they are attentive, right? They are attentive. They are attentive. They are attentive, right? They learn. Here they learn. Ellos prestan atención, son atentos y aprenden in this class. But in this class, pero, in this class is the contrary. Do they pay attention in this class, Joaquin?
in Bart's class.
Yes? No, they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention to the teacher. They don't pay attention. Repeat, they don't pay attention. Meaning, no prestan atención. They are not attentive. They are not attentive. Ellos no están, attentive. They are not attentive. And because they are not attentive, they don't learn, right? That is the reason they don't learn. So, they don't learn. They don't learn much. They don't learn much. So, it's the contrary. This is a good class, a typical good class, and this is a class in which nobody pays attention to the teacher. En esta clase prestan atención y aquí nadie le presta atención al profesor, right? So, there are some similarities in our school. In some other classes, in some classes, a student pay attention, and in other classes, they don't pay attention. So, in the next part of the class, I am going to present activities part of the school, subject, and teaching terms, okay? So the next part of the class, I'm going to present this kind of activities. Okay. Okay, we continue with the topic. Joaquin, do you like the topic we're talking about?
Yes.
Very good. Do you like, Felipe, the topic we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. So before presenting the topic for today, I had to present activities para my school, present subjects, and teaching turn. But before presenting that, I'm going to ask you some questions in this picture. This is a very famous show on TV, you know. You say the cartoons, the comics. In this case, we have comics, but on TV we say cartoons. Do you know the name of these people here, Joaquin? Yeah. Okay, do you know the names also? Yeah. Okay, who is he?
He's a singer.
All right. What does he do in the school?
The principal.
Oh, he's the principal at the school. Very good. Who is she?
It's Lisa.
Oh, she's Lisa. Do you remember Lisa, right? Which grade is Lisa?
It's on the second.
Great, very good. Okay, to the right, we see Mr. Skinner, excuse me. And what do you say to the left?
William.
Willie. What does he do?
He's a
Custodian. He's the custodian, and then we can say that he's the custodian or the groundskeeper. So we have to write here. Put it here. And then we have these characters, right? So here we have another picture at school. So he is the principal, right? Yeah. Mr. Skinner. Mr. Seymour Skinner is the principal, right? Remember, principal is not principal. Principal is rector. And she's the student and he is the custodian. So you said that Mr. McDougall is the custodian. Or he is the groundskeeper. So is there a custodian in your school, Felipe?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. Joaquin, is there a groundskeeper in your school?
Yes.
Yes, there is. The groundskeeper is the person que está encargado del mantenimiento de las instalaciones de los terrenos. Por eso decimos el groundskeeper or the custodian, right? So, after all this, I'm going to introduce the most important vocabulary that we use when we are in our school, right? You pay attention to the class? Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay, you write the custodian, you write the groundskeeper. Who's the groundskeeper?
It's McDonald.
Mr. McDougall. Who is the custodian? Mr. McDougall. Who is the principal?
Mr.
Skinner. Seymour Skinner. Right. So, in a school, we study subjects. It could be in the elementary school or in the middle school or in the high school. So we study many subjects, right? But we don't study all subjects. We study some subjects. So the most important subjects are in a school we study English, repeat English, Spanish, ethics, religion, social studies, sciences, PE, physical education, government, computer science, math, chemistry, physics, commercial venture, business venture, accounting, geography, geometry, music, drama, health, keyboarding, literature, biology, band. So I'm going to do English and you do Spanish, right? Okay, English is
Inglés.
okay. Spanish is,
Español.
ethics is, religion is,
Religión.
social studies is,
Es
sociales. Okay. Sciences is
Biología.
sciences. Sciences, sciences. Let's continue with Felipe. P is
Educación física.
government,
Es ética. Ah, no.
government, gobierno, democracia. Has to do with government, democracia in Colombia, right? Computer science,
Tecnología.
computer science, ciencia de los computadores, right? In Spanish is,
Ciencia de la salud.
another word for that?
Informática.
Informatica, computer science, math,
Matemáticas.
chemistry, Spanish,
Química.
chemical, physics.
Física.
So remember the pronunciation, physics. You will pronounce physics. Repeat, physics. Visit. Repeat, physics. It's not physics, it's physics. Okay, good. Physics is, what is physics? What is this in other Spanish? Physical. We have commercial venture and business venture.
Emprendimiento.
This is a word for emprendimiento. It has to do with business, right? Repeat, commercial venture
Comercio.
and business venture. We have accounting. What is accounting?
¿Hay?
Accounting.
Ah,
Contabilidad, right? Geography.
Geografía.
Okay. Geometry.
Geometría.
Music.
Música.
Alright. Drama.
Drama.
Okay. Health.
Natural.
Salud. Let's do it with health. Cátedra para la salud. Yes. Health. We say, is very careful with this word, the pronunciation. We say health, zeta española. Repeat, health,
Health.
health,
Health.
health, zeta española. So like ethics, health. All right. We also have keyboarding. What is keyboarding? Declaring. We have literature. What is literature? Okay, be careful with the pronunciation of these words. I'm going to erase here. We have here, and you say, literatura in inglés is literature. Literature. Okay, literature. Do you study literature? Yes, I do. You study literature, right? So we have biology and we have dance. So I want you to come here, Joaquin, and I want you to pronounce in English, right? You pronounce English, Spanish, and you use the ruler, right?
English, Spanish, ethics, religion, social studies, sciences, PE, physical education, government, computer science, math, chemistry.
You don't say che, you say chem.
Chem.
Chemistry, very good. Repeat, chemistry.
Chemistry,
Okay.
physics,
Physics. Okay.
commercial
Venture.
business venture, accounting, geography, geometry, music, drama, health, keyboarding, literature, biology, and math.
Okay, very good. Congratulations. Very good. We're going to sit down. So, this is normally the subjects in the school, right? But you don't study all the subjects in a grade, right? During a grade, you study, for example, chemistry, but you don't study chemistry in the first grade, right? You don't study, for example, physics in the first grade, right? You just study that normally. You don't study, for example, commercial venture or commercial business venture in the first grade, right? It could be in the 9th or 7th grade. So this is according to the grade, right? According to the grade, whether it is the first or the second or the third grade. So what I want you to tell me, the grades you study specifically in the grade you are. So tell me please, Felipe. And Felipe, tell me, which grade are you in?
I am seventh grade.
Okay, so Felipe is. Could I say Felipe or other Felipe? It's okay? Anyone, okay. Felipe is in seventh, right? Seventh. So you are in middle school. Okay, you are in middle school, 7th grade. So Felipe is in 7th grade, right? Felipe studies you say Felipe study, you say I study, yo estudio, but you say she or he studies. So Felipe studies, you're going to tell me the subjects that you study. So you study English.
Yeah.
You study English. You study Spanish.
Yes.
Okay, continue telling me.
Ethics.
You don't say ethics. Ethics.
Ethics.
You study ethics. Okay.
Religion.
Religion.
P.
Math.
And sciences.
Sciences.
And social studies.
Social studies. I'm going to continue here. Social studies.
Computer science.
Computer screen. I'm going to. It's not big the book to have.
Maybe.
You say computer science.
Yeah.
You say computer science. Computer sciences.
Buses.
Excuse me?
Commercial mentor.
You say commercial venture.
Mentor.
You said commercial venture.
And business mentor.
Commercial venture. What else? When I say in English, what else? Listen, when I say in English, what else? I say, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más estudia usted? Yo digo, what else? What else? Meaning, ¿qué más estudia usted? ¿Qué más? What else, right? A lot more, right? So, according to this, Felipe, how many subjects do you study? How many?
Science.
How many subjects do you study? How many?
Is
1, 2, 3, how many?
Is 12.
You study 2 subjects. It's a lot. So Felipe studies 12 subjects. Don't you think this is a lot?
Yeah.
This is a lot. Okay, Felipe, you come here. And you're going to tell what you study. You said, for example, I study English, I study math, and you finish. Okay.
I study English, I study Spanish, I study ethics, I study religion, I study social studies.
Studies.
I study sciences, I study PE, I study government, and
I don't.
I don't.
I don't
I study
study.
computer science, I study math, I study commercial venture.
Study.
I study, but I'm business venture.
Venture.
No more.
Repeat, commercial venture.
Commercial venture.
No more. It's a lot. Okay. Now sit down. Thank you. Very good. Sit down. Give me the ruler. Now we're going to see another student here. Today we have another participant. This participant studies. She studies in Andes. So we have today another participant. This student is Joaquin. So I say that Joaquin is in, which grade are you?
7.
Joaquin is in 7th grade. 7th grade, right? I said that Joaquin is in elementary, in middle, or in high school?
In middle school.
So Joaquin is in the middle school. So Joaquin studies. English.
English.
So in this case, Joaquin is going to read it, and I'm going to write it. So you come here. Joaquin studies English, and so on. So Joaquin is going to say, I study. Okay, you come here, please. So you say, I am in 7th grade.
I am in 7th grade.
And I study. Okay, you say to the camera, I am in 7th
I
grade.
am in 7th grade and I study English, Spanish, ethics,
Excuse me, ethics.
religion, social studies, sciences, PE, government, computer science, math, chemistry.
Excuse me, you the same mistake. Chemistry. Okay, you're repeating chemistry.
Chemistry.
Okay, continue.
Physics.
No, physics.
Physics.
Good.
Geometry.
Geometry.
Biology.
Literature. Excuse me, literature.
No,
Biology.
Biology.
Oh, very good. So how many subjects do you study, Joaquin? No, 12 subjects?
14.
14 subjects.
Yes.
So you study chemistry in 7th grade?
Yes.
Okay, very good. It's chemistry. Then, let's do some question about this. You say, do you study chemistry? You say, yes, I do. I don't, right? The question is very simple. Do you study English in your school? Study English in school? Yes, I do. See, you see? Yes, I do. No, I don't. So, we're going to do like this. One of you is going to ask the question, and the other one is going to answer the question. You please come in here both. Yes, you also. So what we're going to do is this. You ask him, Joaquin, do you study English? And you say, yes, I do. And you continue, do you study Spanish? Yes, I do. You the question and you the answer. And you look at the camera. Usted hace la respuesta, la pregunta, y usted. La pregunta es sencilla. Do you study English in your school? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay? Do it.
Do you study English in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study Spanish in your school?
Yes, I do.
You study ethics in your school?
Yes, I do.
You study religion in your school?
Yes, I do.
You study Do you study social studies in your school?
Yes, I do.
And do you study sciences in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study PE in your school?
Yes, I do.
Okay, very good. And then we're going to do the other way around, okay? So you ask you any question, but now you don't follow the same order. Now you say, Do you study in your school? Yes, I do. Do you study physics? No, I don't. You're going to answer, yes, I do. No, I don't. According to the question. Okay? You said, do you study physics in your school? No, I don't. So you don't follow the same order. You change. Okay? Okay, do it.
Do you study English in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study accounting in your school?
No, I don't.
Do you study math in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study business adventure in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study sciences in your school?
Yes, I do.
And do you study PE in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study Spanish in your school?
Yes, I do.
Do you study geometry in your school?
No, I don't.
All right. Very good. Sit down. So, this is the first part of presenting this. Anyway, we'll have to finish today, right? So, let's go to the part of my school, right? The school, for example, here, where are they? They are in the classroom, right? Here, where are they? They are in the classroom. So, the part of the school we're going to see this one, part of my school, right? So the question is, where are they? Where are they? ¿Dónde están ellos? Just say, they are in the classroom. So here, where are they? Where do you think they are?
In the garden.
In the garden? Is it a garden in the school? Maybe the playground?
Yeah.
Yes, they're in the playground. They are in the playground. So, let's go to the part of the school. There are many parts in the school. Let me see in this picture if we can say some of the parts. I'm going to ask you what are they, and you tell me where they are. What are they?
In the high school.
In the classroom. They are in the classroom. Okay. What are they? What are they?
In the classroom?
Are they in the classroom?
The
Where could they be?
on the restaurant.
Maybe they are in the restaurant. Maybe they are in the cafeteria. We don't have this bar restaurant there. Okay. Where are they? In the classroom also. So let's look for some picture in the classroom. Some of the students here are not in the classroom. They are in the playground, for example. Where are they? They could be in the playground, right?
Yeah.
They are in the playground. These students are in the playground.
Or in the soccer field?
Or in the soccer field, right? Maybe. So, there are many parts in the schools that normally we have to be aware of that. So, the parts of the school are these: the classroom,
The classroom.
the staff room,
The staff room.
the sick room,
Sitting room.
the restroom,
The restaurant.
the computer room.
The computer room.
We say the computer room.
Computer room.
Maybe we see here a mistake. Computer room. This one. Computer. Computer room, right? So say computer room. We have soccer field,
Soccer field.
the basketball court,
Basketball court.
the volleyball court.
Volleyball.
Remember to pronounce court. Court. We say court. Go, court. Basketball court, volleyball court, playground,
Playground.
gym,
Gym.
principal office,
Principal.
secretary's office,
Secretary's office.
a school's office,
School's office.
auditorium, halls, chapel, laboratory, cafeteria, library, language lab, chemistry lab, guidance office, teacher's lounge, and the locker room. For this, I don't have many pictures, but we're going to do it English and Spanish, right? For that part of the school. So we're going to say classroom, salón de clase, staff room, la sala de profesores, staff room, right? We have sick room, enfermería, restroom, baño, los servicios, computer room, soccer field, cancha de fútbol, basketball court, cancha de voleibol, de basketball, excuse me, volleyball court, okay, playground, el patio, ¿cierto? Para jugar, el playground, gym, gimnasio, principal's office, la rectoría, right? Secretary's office, secretaría, right? A school's office, the same. Auditorium, okay. Halls, very good. Chapel, in Sunday school, you can find a chapel. In all the things there are chapel, capilla. Laboratory, okay. Cafeteria, language lab, laboratorio de idiomas. Language lab, chemistry lab, okay. Guidance office. No, guidance office. It's also related to coordinación in Spanish. The guidance office is where you have a guide and some as a psychology, right? A psychologist in the guidance office. Right. Teacher lounge. This is a place where the teacher eats or drink. Es el lugar donde tienen los profesores para comer, para descansar, right? Different from teachers from the staff room. In the staff room is to write, to study. But in the teacher lounge, it's just to eat, to drink, to chat, right? They chat there. Don't have to continue, right? So we have locker room. Casi so okay, repeat. Classroom, staff room, sick room, restroom, computer room, soccer field, basketball court, volleyball court, playground, gym, principal office, secretary's office, a school's office, auditorium, halls, chapel, laboratory, cafeteria, library, language lab, chemistry lab, guidance office, teacher lounge, a locker room. So this is the parts of the school. Now I want to see some of the activities we normally do in the school. In the school we do a lot of activities, right? So let me explain some of the activities we can do in the school. In the school, we as a student can do a lot of things. So you can say that in the school, I go to school. I say to go to school, I study hard. To study hard, I ask a question. I answer a question. I do the homework. I get a pass mark. I fail an exam. I pass an exam. I learn the lesson. I teach English. I play truant. The teacher punishes me. And so the teacher punishes me. El profesor me castiga, right? For everything I've drawn on that I do. You take an exam, and the teacher expels me. When the student is noticing, the teacher expels you, right? So you can say, it's, for example, Bar is noisy. Bar is noisy. So the teacher expels Bar. So the teacher expels Bart Because he's noisy. Right? El profesor expulsa porque él es ruidoso. Right? Or we can say that the teacher punishes the noisy student. El profesor castiga a los estudiantes ruidosos. Punishes something that is not going to reach you. No es que lo vaya a golpear. Maybe he writes something in his journal, or writes something in his notebooks he has in the class. So in these activities, you have to know how to at present how to do this in Spanish, right? So we do this in Spanish. To go to school,
To go to school.
ir a la escuela. Okay, you give it in Spanish. To study hard.
To study hard.
No, give it in Spanish. Estudiar duro. Okay. To ask a question. Hacer una pregunta. To answer a question. Responder una pregunta. To do the homework. Hacer la tarea. To get a pass mark. Obtener una nota de aprobación. Lo que nosotros decimos ganar en español. To get a pass mark in English, for example. To fail an exam. Perder un examen. To pass an exam. They say pass, pero nosotros decimos aprobamos, right? Aprobar un examen, ganar un examen. To learn the lesson.
Aprender la lección.
Okay. To teach English.
Enseñar
To play truant.
a tocar.
To play truant is an expression in English used when somebody doesn't attend the school with any permission. No ir a la escuela. Se llama en inglés to play truant. Usted, for example, you don't want to go to school. You say, oh, I'm going to play truant. I want to play truant today. So you say, Joaquin, do you play truant?
No.
No, I don't play truant. So some students play truant. For example, maybe Bart, because Bart is not a good student, so maybe Bart plays truant. Meaning que Bart no asiste al colegio, and he doesn't take an excuse. That's an expression. Play truant. Do you play truant in your school?
No.
Do you play truant? So we say play truant. And then, we are in play truant, right? We play truant here. To punish, castigar. To take an exam, presentar un examen. And to expel, expulsar. So, you can use this kind of verse when you are going to talk about the school. For example, what time do you go to school, Joaquin?
I go to school at 6.
I go to school at 6. Do you study hard, Felipe?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I study hard. For example, do you ask many questions in the classroom?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I ask many questions. For example, do you answer the questions? Yes, I do. I answer the question. You can say, do you do your homework every day?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I do the homework every day. Do you usually get a pass mark in English?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I get a pass mark in English. Do you fail an exam in English? Do you fail the English exam?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. Do you pass? For example, do you pass religion in your school? Yes, I do. Do you pass? You can coordinate. You can use this with this. Do you pass social studies in your school? Yes, I do. So you can use this vocabulary, and you can use this one, and you use the question like this. Do you usually pass, or do you pass? Do you pass? For example, do you pass government? Do you pass social studies? Do you pass social studies? I just say, yes, I do, right? But you can do many activities using this kind of vocabulary that we have here. So answer your question, Felipe. Do you pass religion in your school?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Do you pass chemistry in your school?
Yes.
Yes, I do. So you can use this kind of combination, the activities with the subjects. Alright? Then we continue with, do you have any question?
No.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now we're going to go to this part, teaching terms, right? Normally in the school we use teaching terms, right? So it's very important to know some teaching terms. Do you know some teaching terms, Felipe? Teaching terms in the school, vocabulary you use in the school, Gen 1. Subject, term, give me another teaching term. People.
Grammar.
So there are many teaching terms in the school. I'm going to teach you some of the teaching terms. We're going to use these teaching terms. We use term, right?
Term.
So what is term in Spanish?
Term.
No, term. You have first term, second term, third term, and fourth term. So term is periodo, right?
Okay.
How many terms did you study, Felipe, in your school?
4.
4 terms. And which terms are you in right now in your school?
I am third.
You are in the third term. Felipe, are you in the second, the third?
The third.
You are in the third term, right? So I am
I am in the third
term. Very good. So we use term. What is pupil?
Alumnos.
It is in the student. So how many people do you see here, Felipe?
I see 20.
20 pupils, okay, good. But it's very important not to pronounce people, because people is him, right? People. People, right? This is pupil, right? It's very important. Pupil, different from people. Repeat, people,
People.
pupil.
People.
Is the difference, right? Pronounce, okay, people,
People.
pupil.
People.
So this is the difference in pronunciation. So now, normally we use course, right?
First.
A course, we can say a course in English, a course in French, right? We use French class,
French.
French class, class en francés, English class. You say also social studies
Social studies.
class. You say
Sciences.
class. You say
Chemistry.
chemistry class. You say Felipe,
Big.
commercial
Commercial. Venture. And.
class.
Ah.
Class. You say geography.
Class.
You say
Geometry class.
okay. This is this class for this. We also have vocabulary. Okay. Vocabulary. So, you need a dictionary to learn vocabulary. It is an English dictionary. Do you have a dictionary to study vocabulary?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Do you never say yeah? You say yes, I do. No, I don't. Do you have a dictionary to study vocabulary?
No.
Do you have a dictionary?
Yes.
Yes, I do. You have a dictionary to study vocabulary. Then, in English it's very important to know grammar. Grammar is Spanish.
Grammar.
Gramática. We have sentence is
Is.
oración. We have reading,
Leer.
lectura. Más bien lectura. We have writing, escritura. We have poem,
Poema.
poema. We have translation.
Traducción.
And translation is very important in English.
Yes.
Translation. Most of the students say translation. We have homework
Tarea.
and we have exercise. So this is the teaching terms we use. In this class, we are going to do activities. We're going to do some kind of games just to reinforce this. Thank you very much for coming to my classes. Goodbye. Say goodbye to the camera.
Bye.